And at half-time, the difference in the match was only 2 points, with Fitzroy leading. We now pick up play in Sevens Big League about 10 minutes into the third term. Fitzroy doing it pretty well. Our commentators at the match, Sandy Roberts and Peter McKenna.
He's been quiet in this quarter. Oh, he kicks it, but he's bundled over. As he kicked the ball, there'll be a free kick downfield to be taken by Tony Morwood on half-forward flank right in front of the commentary box. South Melbourne are in desperate position at this stage because Fitzroy in the final quarter will come home with the breeze. There's the kick by Morwood. Up forward, looking for Roberts. He was too slow getting to that ball. Scott traps it. Swings around onto the left foot. Holding the ball. Umpire Dye. A very good tackle there. A very impressive player, young Jeff Everett. And he is playing an excellent game in that back pocket position.
Oh, there's a tremendous mark too. Fitzroy playing inspirational football as Serafini continues the handball. The Lions go forward. It was Coleman's kick towards the centre of the ground. No one can take it. They probably heard the news at half-time that Gary Wilson has been taken to hospital, but it's nothing severe as Evans runs through half-forward. Good shepherding work allows him to kick up long in towards full forward. And a great mark taken in defence for Fitzroy by Terry O'Neill. Plays on quickly to Quinlan. Puts it out wide. The opportunity is there for David McMahon. He's got a paddock if he can get to it before the boundary line. Does so now. One bounce. Smith taken out of it. Two bounces. The long handball. It's across to Conlon. Conlon has a look up forward. A long kick in towards full forward. Rendell is there. And he appeared to be taken out of it. It's Parrish. And Fitzroy doing everything right in this third term. Goal number 2 to Les Parrish, and he's kicked 2 very impressive left-foot goals at either end of the ground. And Fitzroy 11-10, South Melbourne 9-9.
And I'd say South Melbourne, Sandy, in a lot of trouble in this quarter. Fitzroy doing the scoring into the breeze. Good play by Rendell. He would have received, in fact, the umpire had blown the whistle to give him the free kick, but he paid the advantage rule, and good play by Parrish to get on with the game and put it through. Bounce to the ball. Teasdale against Lewis. Lewis, a big thump. Houghton doing a fair job there on the half-back line too. A wobbly old kick towards centre-half forward. Taylor was up in front. Taylor, well, that's Taylor who grabbed it, as a matter of fact, and put that one right through the centre. And the player up in front was Fascini, as a matter of fact. A good goal there to Taylor for his 3rd goal, and he's a real opportunist. South Melbourne have replied with their 10th goal. 10 goals, 9-69 to Fitzroy, 11-10. 76.
Well, unless something extraordinary happens, there's no way known. They're going to be 6 up at 3/4 time, and it's going to give Fitzroy an excellent chance, or we're going to have a great final term here at the Junction Oval. It's been nip and tuck all day. Teasdale on the ball. He's done a great job. Rod Lewis has also done well for his team, as Greg Smith had a good game. Up towards Fascini. Oh, he took a punt on the bounce, and it's going to work for the little fella. Off he goes. Goes to ground, recovers, needs support, gets it from Morwood, steadies, shoots towards goal, but is offline, and 1 point only. So, South Melbourne now move to 10 goals, 10, trailing by 1 straight kick. The kick back into play. It's a high ball that's now starting to float. Teasdale comes over the top with a mighty fist forward. Pushed back, a chance for Fitzroy to clear it. They do so through Les Parrish. Bad bounce for South Melbourne. Muggovan takes it. He short passes into half forward. Oh, bad judgment by Conlon. And South Melbourne through hounds will come away as Ackley goes to ground behind play, and he appears to be in some strife. It's not worrying Fitzroy as they try to take the ball from centre wing up towards half forward. This is Hinchin, 1 bounce, the long handball across to Manane. Manane steadies in towards full forward. Matt Rendell is in the square and takes the mark. Rendell has kicked 3 to date. Point blank range. Goes straight over the top. And that's a very handy goal for Fitzroy. Again, they open up a 2-goal break. 12-10, 76. Or should I say 82, leading South Melbourne 10-10-70 on Sevens Big League.
And Fitzroy, a really inspired side. Who would have thought this at half-time? In the first half, a very even game. South Melbourne kicking with the breeze in this third quarter, and they're playing, Fitzroy are certainly playing a very tough, tight, close game. Their defenders playing very, very close, shoulder to shoulder. Everett down there on the back line doing a great job in the last line of defence. Serafini, Smith has gone to full back, playing on Barry Round. And Fitzroy look world beaters in this quarter. Teasdale against Lewis. No one gets a hit out. In fact, little Greg Smith went for that, and the umpire has picked out a free kick for Rod Lewis. He goes for a hand pass. He's found his teammate in Coleman. Coleman goes for the long kick, and a chance once again for Fitzroy, and chipping in with Bernie Quinlan at the centre half forward position, and he has already kicked one goal, and he would be one of the longest kicks in league football, so there's no doubt about the distance here.
Well, Peter, it's extraordinary at the moment. You'd think the wind was going the other way.
You certainly would. They're a lot more desperate than South Melbourne at this stage as Quinlan drops that ball onto the boot. It's straight as a die, right through the centre. For the second goal to Quinlan, Fitzroy's 13. 13 goals, 10, 88. South Melbourne, 10-10-70.
Full forward. The ball hasn't been down there an awful lot. Straight to Manane goes Lewis. Manane bounced his way through half forward. There are loose men all over the place. Rendell's loose in the square, and a little chip. Oh, he can't complete it. Can he recover? The big fella does it well. Beautiful. Is playing inspirational football. It's Fitzroy, and they're being led by a number of players, particularly Matt Rendell up forward, who's now kicked 5 goals.
And Michael Conlon too, Sandy. He's the player. Michael Conlon, tremendous strength. And they certainly are using that ball beautifully. They're not worrying about the long kick. If the short pass is on, the man is there, they'll give it to him. And a very sensible play there by the Fitzroy players. Their use of the ball is great. South Melbourne look very perplexed, not sure what to do. They look very much undermanned indeed today. And the umpire's coming right out of the centre to talk to someone, the trainer, South Melbourne trainer, telling him to get off the ground, no doubt. Trainers have got a job to do, and that's to look after injuries. Umpire Mike Dye. Lewis against Teasdale. Lewis gets the hit out that time. A hurry kick down towards half forward. Kevin Doss beaten there by Quinlan. He knocks it out in front of him. One out, Julia Council. He's tried hard in this quarter for South Melbourne. Greg Smith has been fairly quiet after being a star in the first half. Kicks it towards centre half forward. Oh, Tony Morwood stood there and looked at it. Should have gone for that ball. Alexander comes out, but the umpire has picked out a free kick in the meantime in that pack to Francis Jackson. And this will be one of the few times that Francis Jackson has had a shot for goal in the last couple of years of league football. And do South Melbourne need this one? Will he kick it like a backman? A drop punt. Kicked it high. It's a great kick straight through the centre, that one. A really good kick there by Jackson for his first and South Melbourne's 11th. And did they need it? 11-10, 76 South to Fitzroy, 14-10, 94.
And one wonders whether a goal by a natural half-back flanker can lift South Melbourne back into this game. Time's very rapidly running out in this term for them. Fitzroy will come home with the breeze. And the Lions have been generated in this term from the centre bounce by Rod Lewis, who's done a marvellous job against Teasdale. And there's a classic example, again down to Manane. Here's the same pattern. Out wide, he's going to look for Conlon. Has trouble picking it up, but now he's got to get round. Does so. A high ball in towards full forward. Rendell's there, so too is Quinlan. Rendell and James do battle as it goes over the line, throw in the right forward pocket.
I think South have got big problems in their key positions, Sandy. Centre half forward's a real worry with the ruckman changing there. And full forward.
From that bounce, no one can take it away. Umpire Chapman says, I'll have it. Great turn by the Lions, kicking into the breeze. It's not a good bounce. It favours Barry Round, and he heads straight for the boundary line for another throw-in.
Well, I didn't like the way South ran out after half-time. Well, it walked out after half-time. They played exactly the way they came out.
Very lethargic. You Quite right, Peter. Rendell doing the ruck work, or takes it, but has an airy with the left foot. And another bounce to take place with Barry Round working, as usual, tirelessly for South Melbourne. Quinlan in that pack. Rendell's bundled out of it, and Barry Round says, let's go for a point, and we will really clear it out this time. So 14-11 Fitzroy, South Melbourne 11-10. Max James straight down the middle, a beautiful kick, looking for Rhys Jones, can't take it on the first grab. Poynton has trouble, but he certainly won't give up. Is pushed in the back and is free kicked. And certainly not looking overly healthy either. And for some extraordinary reason, it's gone the way of Rhys Jones. So Rhys Jones puts it in towards the centre. He's looking for Teasdale. Smith went with him. Evans now. Everett is there also. Taken by Evans. One bounce. Oh, he gets one. Keeps going, though, with the left boot. And what's happened? Run too far. Free kick going against him. And who'll take it? Everett or Manane? We'll have to wait and see. Ball is being relayed back now. And it's Jeff Everett to the centre wing area. Fitzroy, gee, they've had a tremendous quarter. This is Graham Hinchin. It's a high ball. Quinlan coming out for it. Gets bundled out. A hurried kick by Kevin Taylor. 3-goal Kevin Taylor to Morwood. Oh, that was a very lackadaisical effort on his part. Handballs into the space, and it is all Fitzroy. Not a South Melbourne jumper in sight. There's a hurried kick by Neville Taylor, goes to centre wing. They set it up with handball once again. Waiting at the back is Rod Lewis. Oh, does it well for a big fella. Has a look in towards the centre. Muggovans took his eye off the ball at the critical time, and South Melbourne come away back towards the centre.
Here's Alexander. The bounce doesn't favour him. Oh, good play by Taylor. He was the only one who attacked that ball, and he deserved to have a great pass too, as he's found his teammate, and there should be a 15-metre penalty as well against Carroll, the player in question. It looks like Parrish gets up with that ball, and that penalty has taken him within kicking distance because he's already kicked 2 goals. He's a left footer and is a very good kick for goal. There it is. He's hooked that one across his body. I've put the Moz on him. Over the back, it looked like a South Melbourne. No, a Fitzroy mark, in fact. And, oh, this is an impressive player today. I'm really wrapped in this player. He's been in everything in this quarter, is Lee Manane. By heck, they tell me he's 18 going on 40. He certainly looks it. He's losing his hair at the front, but by heck, can he put in? Lee Manane hasn't kicked a goal. Fires. He's offline with that. That would have been a real sealer. But nevertheless, he's missed, and Fitzroy are 14-12. South Melbourne are 11 goals 10. So 3 goals to the difference as the ball comes through the agency of Taylor. Right out for Morwood. Oh, the bounce beats him. He should have gone at that ball instead of waiting for it. Serafini goes back after it. The bounce favours him. He'll swing out wide with the left-hand pass towards Everett, who's played a magnificent quarter for Fitzroy. Good play, Everett. He decides to go straight up the centre of the ground. It's all Fitzroy. Parrish in front, but over the back. This has been South Melbourne's best player in this quarter. Hounsell, he's really put in. Ackley's there for South. In goes Greg Smith. The hand pass out wide. They're under pressure, though, South Melbourne. Is grabbed by Carroll. Onto the left foot. No, he kicks it right instead. Out wide looking for Fashini. He goes out and has taken a good mark on half-forward flank. But they're playing indirect football, South Melbourne. Fashini, a long kick, will land it right up towards John Roberts. And a good mark to John Roberts in front of Terry O'Neill. But this kick will be taken right on the boundary line. 8 metres around from the behind post, and do South Melbourne need this? John Roberts has kicked 3 goals. No doubt he'll probably swing out and hook it in a bit. There it is. Drop punt, swinging back, and it's a goal. A beautiful kick by John Roberts for his 4th, and that may give South Melbourne a little bit of heart. They've gone on to 12 goals 10 to Fitzroy 14 goals 12, or is it 11 goals 10? I feel as though that's their 12th. Scoreboard a little bit behind. 12 goals 10, 82. Fitzroy 14-12, 96. Now the scoreboard catches up. The ball back in the centre with Jim Chapman.
Well, in the time on in this 3rd term from the centre. Fitzroy have been winning it out handsomely. They go forward through McMahon. The mark's taken by Conlon. He's got Rendell in the square, but a little too slow to go back. And it'll be Conlon, who's been a real danger man across that half-forward line. Has kicked 3 goals to date. That won't be another one. It's well offline. Punched away. The opportunity is there for Parrish onto the right boot. The snap. Well, Les Parrish, left or right foot, it doesn't matter. He's put through another one. 3 goals now to Parrish, and Fitzroy, the quick answer, 15-12, 102, leading south of Merry Dance, 12-10, 82.
And they've certainly got problems across that half-back line, South Melbourne. Parrish came on, took the place of Gary Wilson, and he's played like a man possessed because he's kicked 3 goals. Penalty kick will go to Fitzroy's way, a South Melbourne player in the centre square. Kick will go to Ron Alexander. South Melbourne certainly not playing like a winning side at the moment as the kick comes up towards centre half forward. The big fly, Packer players in there. Max James overruns the ball. Cowton was in there for South Melbourne. The umpire said he was grabbed when he didn't have the ball, and Matt Rendell, who's playing a great game for Fitzroy, gives it back to Cowton, the ex-North Melbourne player, and Footscray. Here's the ball on centre wing, out wide. Barry Round, who's been a very quiet player today, caught with the ball. Umpire said he was grabbed too high, and Barry Round will take this kick on centre wing.
Yes, no question of that. The Fitzroy fans not liking it, but great team man, Barry Round, up towards half forward, and a very good mark. The Fitzroy defence has been quite superb today as Muggerman, who took the handball, eventually gets a kick away, perhaps a little bit slowly. The mark initially by Coleman. It's going to come back their way once again. Muggerman is going to come over the top, goes for the big fist, puts it in towards the space. It's a bounce that's got, could favour South Melbourne here. Though look at Everett move. In fact, overruns the ball. Back towards Everett again. He's very quick to put the body over the ball. The free kick's going the way of Fitzroy. There was some Academy Award stuff going on there as far as acting went, and it didn't work. And the lines to the half-back line, the mark taken by Dave McMahon. Fitzroy can take as much time as they like at the moment. They played approximately 5 minutes of time on, and they lead by 20 points. And they're coming home with the breeze. But who knows? South Melbourne, with rejuvenation, could do the same thing in the final term. Barry Round setting up the handball. In the meantime, the whistle had sounded. The free kick will go back.
Kevin Goss.
And it's Kevin Goss, yes, on that outer side. Up towards Teasdale. Smith fists it away once, but Teasdale on the second grab takes a good mark. He certainly tried hard for the Swans to half forward. Oh, nipping in Everett. Gee, he's had a great turn. His kick back towards the centre, from whence it came, over the top Barry Round, but not in the front position. And so the ball will go the way of Fitzroy's Bernie Quinlan. He's been a star too, to half forward. Manane, he has done everything right, Manane, and he's plucked that one. The kick is a towering torpedo punt. Rendell at the back. But it's got to be the man in front, and it's Max James. James short. Opportunity there for Smith. Gets a favourable bounce. Runs through the half-back line. Steadies in towards the centre. Over the top of Evans. Alexander now across to Muggerman, who took that one a little bit too easily. And it's let Evans in again. A long ball in towards full forward, and almost a great attempt by Silvio. And he's going to be paid it. Silvio Fashini. He's an exciting prospect, this young boy. Had an extraordinary rise in the ranks within the South Melbourne club. Will now shoot for goal, and it would be the understatement of the year to say that South Melbourne desperately wanted a goal. He's kicked 2. And it remains at 2. That one just sneaking in for a point as Muggerman leaves the ground. Fitzroy preparing their interchange. Coming onto the ground will be Gerald McCarthy.
Yes, Fitzroy certainly playing like winners at the moment, but still, we've said it many times. Sides can play a bad quarter, then come back hard when they want it. There's the ball over the back, but it's Fitzroy. Oh, bad luck there for Fitzroy because they had the run of the ball, but now they've got it again. As it's just there with Laurie Serafini. He'll go straight up the centre. Rendell. Oh, in front was big Rendell. I thought he was out of position, but he manoeuvred himself in front of Max James. Up went the big arms, and he's taken another mark, 15 metres out, directly in front, and he will line up for his 6th goal of the match.
Elastic fingers.
He certainly has. He's got a bit of height. He stretches up a long way. There's the kick. And he's put that one right through the centre. His 6th goal and Fitzroy's 16th. 16 goals, 12. 108. South Melbourne, 12-11-83. And we're well into the time-on period of the 3rd quarter.
South Melbourne have had the breeze and wasted it. Fitzroy have kicked into it this term and booted 6 goals, of which Matt Rendell has contributed 3 in this term. As Peter said, a match total thus far of 6. A tremendous performance, but a great overall team performance by Fitzroy. South Melbourne are going to have to really pull something out of the hat in the final term. Centre bounce, we'll see Alexander and round. Alexander wins it. A hurried ball. Here's Medane. He's one of the best players on the ground. Looks like Ivan the Terrible, but it doesn't matter. His football's very, very effective. Fitzroy towards the half-forward line, trying to use his pace and getting round was Hinch, and in towards full forward. Rendell, 7. When you're hot, and Matt Rendell, 7 goals. What a tremendous run by Graham Hinchin through that half-forward line. And Fitzroy, 17-12, South Melbourne 12-11.
And isn't that amazing, Sandy? When things are running for you, how the luck will go with you. There he was, out of position. The ball went straight through the fingers of Max James. The ball landed with Rendell. He dropped the ball, and the ball still bounced up for him to grab it again and put it through. And that's when luck is with you. But certainly, you make a lot of the luck yourself, and Rendell certainly has done that today. And the player on your screen there, number 41, he's been an absolute sensation. There he is again, as we mentioned his name. Onto the left foot he goes. Rough and ready, but there he goes. He'll go after it again. Punches it on towards his teammate. A great quarter played there by number 41 there, Murnane for Fitzroy. There's the siren to sound the end of a great 3rd quarter by Fitzroy. And they're on 17-12, 114, South Melbourne, 12-11, 83.
Term, Fitzroy went right on with the job. Rendell finishing up with 7 goals for Fitzroy. Quinlan got 5 for South Melbourne. Roberts got 5 and Taylor 3. And as we told you earlier in the program, Graham Teasdale reported by 3 umpires on a charge of allegedly deliberately striking Gary Wilson, and he will front the VFL tribunal